Why do you build me up? Buttercup, baby, just to let me down and mess me around, and the worst of all.
What is going on, guys? I am back with another review of the day at an amusement park, and this time I'll be discussing National Roller Coaster Day at Dorney Park. And it was spent by EB and I there, which was absolutely lit, and it was a lit National Roller Coaster Day to be had at Dorney Park because the weather kept people away, and therefore we were able to get on all the rides we wanted to. And so, anyways, let's just get into this review of the day. So when EB and I first got to Dorney Park, the first ride we did was Talon because we had to get a coaster as our first ride of the day for National Roller Coaster Day. And plus, we got there at opening, so we had to take advantage. And so, anyways, that was a funny ride on Talon because of the ride operator. He was talking like a Six Flags employee. And so, anyways, and it was a lit ride on Talon too because we got some cool air on it. We got in the front row on it, and I was barefoot on Talon once again, which was absolutely lit because even my freaking feet got some cold air, which was lit. And so, anyways, after that ride on Talon, we headed to Waveswinger, and I went barefoot on it once again. And you could tell that in the vlog too, especially because after the ride, when I was changing into my shoes and socks on that bench, EB took a few photos of me changing into my shoes and socks, which was absolutely funny. And EB, I know you're watching this, so thank you for doing that. It always cracks me up when you take action shots of me doing something at a park. And so, anyways, after that ride on Waveswinger, we headed to Wild Mouse because we had to take advantage of it since there wasn't a line at the time. And it was a really good ride on Wild Mouse. And so, anyways, after the Wild Mouse, we got on Hydra, which was a really good ride in on that. I was earthing in the back row on it once again. And so, anyways, after Hydra, we headed for Enterprise, which was a really good ride in on it. And so, anyways, after we got on Enterprise, we got 2 rides in on the Tilt-A-Whirl because and both rides on the Tilt-A-Whirl we had, the car was not spinning at all. And Anthony from Ride the Thrills, who was the ride op, kept commenting about it, and he just let us take a re-ride. And so, anyways, when we were getting ready to do our re-ride, after I secured my stuff, I tripped on the Tilt-A-Whirl's platform, and Anthony was like, I tripped on there too. And so, anyways, after those 2 rides on the Tilt-A-Whirl, both of which were lousy because we were just in a horrible car that wasn't spinning that day. And so, anyways, after those 2 rides on the Tilt-A-Whirl, we headed to Music Express, where Anthony was the ride operator on Music Express, and he was like, when he was about to when he was about to start the ride, he was like, "Are you guys ready to ride?" And I showed my excitement, and he was like, "Wow, okay." And so, anyways, after that ride on Music Express, we headed to Apollo, which was a really good ride-in on it. And then we ate at Subway, where I had the littest meal I've ever had at any Subway. Like, seriously, guys, I got cheese, salami, pepperoni, tomatoes, ranch, and on my sandwich, and chocolate chip cookies to go along with it, and it was really good. And it was the latest meal I've ever had at any Subway. Like I said, like, seriously, you guys, if you go to your local Subway soon and get cheese, well, I don't care what kind of cheese you get on that sandwich, if it's American, Swiss, provolone, whatever kind of cheese you want. But anyways, if you get cheese, salami, pepperoni, tomatoes, ranch on your sandwich, and 2 chocolate chip cookies to go along with that lit sandwich I just told you about. And then that would be a lit meal at Subway right there, and the littest one that you will ever have. And so, anyways, after that lit meal at Subway, we headed to Demon Drop, and that was a really good ride-in on that. And so, anyways, after we rode Demon Drop, we headed to Dominator Green, which was a really good ride-in on it, and I was earthing on Dominator Green once again. And so anyways, after we rode Dominator Green, we headed to the Whip, and that was a really good ride-in on it. And just when we thought we were going to get a Zen ride, a lot of people started coming in line. And so anyways, after that ride on the Whip, we headed to the Monster, which I felt like was a really good ride on Monster. Monster has been on a streak lately of operating really good this season. And so anyways, after Monster, we headed to Cedar Creek Flyers, which was a really good ride-in on it. And so anyways, after Cedar Creek Flyers, we headed to Steel Force, where we got a front row ride-in on it once again, which was absolutely lit. And so anyways, after our front row ride on Steel Force, we headed to Revolution, where I was earthing on it once again, and plus we got the high side on Revolution, which was absolutely lit. And so anyways, after Revolution, we rode Scrambler, where we had like a really drizzly ride-in on it. And so anyways, after that drizzly ride on Scrambler, we headed to Thunderhawk, where we got the front row once again, which was amazing, guys. And so anyways, after our ride on Thunderhawk, we rode Dominator Red, which was a really good ride-in on it. And not only that, but Anthony was the ride attendant at Dominator Red, so he let us take a re-ride, which was absolutely nice. So we had 2 rides on Dominator Red without getting off, and plus I went earthing on it both times, so I got to spend some extra time barefoot on Dominator Red today. So Anthony, I know you're watching this, so thank you again. And so, anyways, after we rode Dominator Red, we rode Sea Dragon, which was a really good ride on it. And so, anyways, after Sea Dragon, we were originally gonna ride the Ferris Wheel, but then it was closed, and so we had to we just decided to head to Kaleidoscope then. And so, anyways, after that ride on Kaleidoscope we headed to Dodgem, and that was an alright ride for me on Dodgem. I got stuck in some traffic jams, but overall I was doing really good on the ride. And so, anyways, after that ride on Dodgem, we decided to head to Thunder Canyon, and we had 2 back-to-back rides on it, which was absolutely lit. And so, anyways, after those back-to-back rides on Thunder Canyon, we headed to Hydra, which was a really good ride-in on it. And so, anyways, I was earthing in the front row of Hydra once again. And so, anyways, after that front row ride on Hydra, I decided I wanted to take a re-ride on Music Express, so we took a re-ride on that, and that was a really good re-ride on it. And so, anyways, after that re-ride on Music Express, we re-rode Apollo, where something crazy happened. So, in the beginning of the ride, something landed on my back, right? And I picked it up and put it on the floor. When I put it on the floor, I realized I had touched a freaking spotted lanternfly. Like, oh my gosh, I could not believe what I had just done. Like, my gosh, touching a spotted lanternfly was like so surprising. Like, who ever thought I would touch a spotted lanternfly ever in my life? And so, anyways, after that ride on Apollo where I touched a freaking spotted lanternfly, we were gonna take a rerun on Steel Force, but there was a long line, and so we were trying not to make that mistake again. And so, anyways, after that disappointment, we headed to Revolution, where I went earthing on it once again. And it was a good ride on it, but the ride cycle was just too short. And so, anyways, after that ride-in on Revolution, we headed to Thunderhawk, where we surprisingly did not get the frickin' front. But at the same time, though, it was alright, because we'd been getting front row rides on Thunderhawk every single visit, even on this visit on National Roller Coaster Day. So we were good, because we already got many front row rides on Thunderhawk, especially on this visit I am reviewing right now. And so, anyways, after that ride on Thunderhawk,
we were gonna take a reride on Demon Drop, but I decided I just wanted to head to Amore Pizza for dinner. And so, anyways, when we got to Amore Pizza, they said they were closed. I mean, they were freaking closed. Like, Evie tried to order something, and they were doing hand gestures like to show that they were freaking closed. Like, I was so disappointed by that. Like, I really wanted to freaking eat at Amore Pizza, but they were closed. Like, oh my gosh, I was so disappointed by that. Sorry, I can't help saying that freaking word. I'm so disappointed that I didn't even get to eat at Amore Pizza, because that's one of my favorite places at Dorney Park now. And so, anyways, after that disappointment, we headed into Good Time Gifts, where I bought a Talon shirt, which is so cool. Let me show you it, right? Let me go to the channel, so I'll be right back. Let me get it. So, it looks like, I'm looking for it, guys, hold on. It looks like this. Look, isn't this cool? Yeah, I'm gonna watch that for our next visit to Dorney Park. So if you ever see me going to Dorney Park wearing this shirt, just know that I got it after that disappointment where I couldn't eat at Amore Pizza. So that made up for that disappointment. And so, anyways, after I bought that Talon shirt, we had a nice meal at Chickies and Pete's to make up for what happened. And so, anyways, that was a really good meal at Chickies and Pete's. And so, anyways, after Chickies and Pete's, we rode the Ferris Wheel, where we were able to get a lot of really good shots in. And we were making funny antics on it too, like usual. And so, anyways, after that ride on the Ferris Wheel, we rode Talon for our last ride of the day, and I was earthing on it in the back row. And when I screamed before the ride started, I apparently made everyone in the station want to scream too. Which was really funny. And so, anyways, after that ride on Talon, we officially headed out of the park for the day, since I didn't have time to get Aritas like I would have liked, but it was still a good time. So that basically concludes this review of National Roller Coaster Day at Dorney Park. Reply to me your thoughts on this video, and make sure to stay tuned for more of those coming soon to Coaster Plus Music 19, and I will see you in the next